So there's a bit of a hot topic right now about like AI appointment setters and being able to follow up with your prospects fast. So I want to cover it because there's a couple of things to unpack with the whole thing. Obviously, all the rage these days is, and we've got it inside the agency for our clients, but all the rage is AI setters. So AI setters, like, so what's the big deal here? When should we think about it? Like, if you've got one installed, what do we need to know? I think it goes without saying, the first thing to tackle here is that you need to make sure that the actual offer is tested. So offer is tested. Has your offer been scrutinised and fully tested with a human being to sell either via phone or via chat messages? If the answer is yes, great, then we can continue this conversation. So the AI setter, and again, this is different for every type of business. If we're talking about, a local business like a gym, then an AI setter saying, hey, Margaret, I saw you filled in the form. When are you looking to book in your trial for our amazing gym? We've got slots tomorrow, 2, 3. Perfect, the AI setter goes and does that. But if we think more complex, and if we think about handling objections and, people not replying to the first message, and then we've got a whole host of other parts of the AI setter that we have to get right. But I think it's important to mention that the offer tested it has to be crucial. I think the next thing is the ecosystem. So the way I think about installing an AI setter is that, number one, you've got to train it very, very well. Number two, people aren't skipping the stages that they skipped when they were speaking to a human. So when someone fills in an ad and they're speaking back and forward with you over a period of a couple of days, they're going and checking your stuff. They're going and checking your Facebook and Instagram and doing their homework. They're maybe getting a couple of emails that they'll snoop and do their nosy with. But there has to be a full ecosystem around it. And I've just seen a few people install these AI setters and immediately just think, oh, okay, that's it now. I don't have to do a lot of the other stuff that I was doing before. When you do have to. And if anything, you have to do it more frequently to ensure that this AI appointment setter is getting as much help as possible. So right now, the profit margins of an in-person business are getting strained with like expenses and staffing and stuff like that. So it's getting very attractive to install these AI setters or use AI in general in your business. But we really need to think about the process. So I'm going to map out a couple of examples here. We have had gyms whose process is an ad, and then it is a WhatsApp message. And then the idea is to book them in for a call and then get them to the gym. So that's the process. Now, this AI setter is waiting for its time to be used. And what a lot of businesses are doing is they're installing this AI setter when, before they do it, this WhatsApp message has a really, really poor open rate. And then the gym owner or a sales rep is following up. So they do follow up 1, they do follow up 2, 3, sometimes voice notes, sometimes trying to call them. And so less and less people are actually getting offered a call, which of course means less and less people are signing up and showing up to the gym. Now, where this is getting sort of tempting for a lot of gym owners is in fitness businesses is like, okay, let's install AI here to fix this. And this is where you could go wrong. Now, there is justifications here. Let's say there's examples where you're extremely stretched as a business owner and actually this is getting sent like 24 hours later. This first message here, in terms of speed to lead, you're like 2 hours later because you're on the gym floor coaching and you can't get to that lead. This one's like 2 days later. This one here is like 4 days, but it's half-assed as well because you're like, there's no chance. And so this process right here needs refined. And when you do decide to get an AI in there, it has to know the best performing follow-up 1, the best performing follow-up 2. It has to know the best open message. Has to know all of that. And I'm not even talking about the knowledge it has to have on your gym. So I say all of this, by the way, to say that you have to fix the structure of the process before you think about, and I'm going to just change colour of this to a nice big pink. But before you think AI can come in and solve all of this, you need to fix it first. And if you say, Chris, well, I can't because I'm busy and stuff, well, that's fine, but you have to figure out, you have to understand that this AI will not come in here and magically fix all your problems. Of course, we want to get to a point where this AI's throughput is incredible. Maybe there's a drop-off for how many people go through, but it's done for you. The AI's doing it, so you happily take that. And so hopefully that gives you some food for thought around the whole picture when it comes to setting it up. We have gym owners who are crazy busy, and we've installed AI systems into their business and it saved them a ton of time. When I think about like if you have to make 20 calls a day and it means you get 10 signups per week and it's all manual, Great. What if you had to make 0 calls per day and you got 5 signups per week? Would that be a good trade-off? Probably. Because you've not had to make, let's just say 5 days here, you've not had to make 100 calls for half the signups. And that's the trade-off. I'm not saying these numbers are completely accurate. It's not 50% difference, but generally speaking, that's the aim, isn't it? The aim is to get your time back and have something working in the background.